everyone, my name is Morgan, and today I will be giving a brief discussion about the organisational issues associated with the idea of bring your own device and company-owned, personally enabled devices. So first of all, what do these two concepts mean? Well, in one corner we have bring your own device, or BYOD. This is exactly as written. Employees bring their own devices to work and can use these devices both for personal and work-related use without policing from any governing body. This throws up some obvious concerns around security and reliability, but we'll get to this later. In the other corner we have corporately owned, personally enabled, or COPE. Aside from being a bit more of a mouthful, this has two parts. First of all, the corporately owned part. Employees are issued devices by the organisation which they are able to use both for personal and work-related use. The personally enabled part. The organisation is then able to maintain IT control over the devices and the information within it, while the employee shares inspirational tweets or shares what they had for lunch with their friends via Facebook. So what's all the hubbub about? Let's look at bring your own device. I think if I were to ask around 100 people who owned Android phones, I'd get 60 hands. If I asked who owned an iPhone, I'd get 35, maybe a few more, and the rest would be owners of Blackberries and Nokias. Which brings me to my first point. We all have different phones. For companies wanting to use internal apps to make mobile phone usage easier, this can be a nightmare. So security measures and company-owned data can go to waste if one type of system gets hacked. It essentially creates a lot of extra work for a company across multiple platforms. And what about the liability? What is this like? If company data goes missing, who is responsible? The lines here can be rather vague in many cases. And employee satisfaction? We would just love to be able to bring our own devices to work and use them in sync with our work. But who monitors the time spent on work versus the time spent pursuing personal activities? And who monitors the security? All it takes is one click on a dodgy external link for an employee to bring in a virus from home to cause some dangerous software to shut down a computer. If that computer is connected to a network, magnify that exponentially. Even losing a device with sensitive data can be an issue, as IT has no right to remotely wipe the data from the phone, something that it has every right to do in the other model, COPE. So what about COPE? Well, first of all is the cost. To buy our employees a new laptop or phone, and to keep that phone up to date and upgraded with the latest technology, represents quite a large cost to the company. Also a concern is the use of that corporately owned device outside of the workplace. If personally enabled, couldn't security, malware and virus issues still be present? That being said, it does enable remote access, unified security and configuration, and economies of scale for larger organisations who can negotiate terms such as service contracts, bulk buying and meta-pooling. Employees may also find it annoying having more than one phone, especially when the size of a phone is getting bigger again. The same goes for laptops, and most people want one of these. It is important for companies to choose a model that suits their needs and their IT capabilities. Thank you for listening.